Yeah, we good.
All right, con, that's what's up. All right, you go ahead and open up if you don't mind.
Con. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakudash. Double honors to the apostles and those a great millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Okay, I got the Elder Yatazak here from GMS Dallas, and this is Aina. And pretty much we're going to go into Amos. We're going to do a continuation of the series. Lord willing, we'll be able to go through the entire book of Amos. But today we're going to be going over Amos chapter 3. Amos chapter 3 is a chapter that we go into pretty often on the highways and byways, and certain precepts that we go into it may be familiar. But either way, we're going to, kind of dive a little bit deeper into the history and so on, just to get the full understanding. Like Apostle Rakat says, get all the meat off the bone. So, Lord willing, this edifying. So we can start off in chapter 3, but just kind of giving in verse 1, but just kind of giving a synopsis. Pretty much is like a continuation of chapter 2. In chapter 2, it talked about the judgment of Judah and judgment of Israel, and chapter 3 is pretty much a continuation of that, and the judgment that's going to come upon Israel and Judah, because we got to remember Judah was tried too during this time. But either way, let's go ahead and start in verse 1.
I'm gonna read this commentary first,
Okay.
and then we can go ahead and jump into it. You see how it says all the tribes are guilty, and when you look at what's going on with Israel now, you see it's beautiful when you come into the fact that you're an Israelite. You're able to point it out in the scriptures. You're able to go into certain things, and it builds you up. You know what I'm saying? But then when it starts to get into that bitter portion of your walk, that's where you're gonna see where you're made of. You see, and now you see once guys get in, all of a sudden, once it starts to get bitter, you all of a sudden want to start to do your own thing. You see, you got these other groups. You got these other groups that come up. That come up with all these other gimmicks and schemes and all that to make the word more fun, more interesting, more worldly. You see, and that's why Israel is being punished too. You find out the other nations are heathen. You find out you're gonna get your leg back. You find out the Lord is gonna come back and crush the heathen, right? But then it's taking too long, so now you start to team up with them. That's the type of stuff that was going on back during that time. Israel was being they was being Israel. Right? It says many Israelites thought that because they were God's people, they could do as they liked without fear of punishment. And you see that. Everything Jake do, no matter how off it is according to the scriptures, they can justify it. It says, on the contrary, says Amos, the Most High's choice of them to be his people is all the more reason why he will punish them if they are disobedient. Just like you do with your child. You see, I ain't worried about your homeboys. Your homeboys ain't got to come here. I ain't putting no roof over your homeboy's head. Everybody don't get a whipping. You get a whipping. It says to prevent the people from thinking that he is making idle threats, Amos points out that he has good reason for speaking with such boldness. Sound familiar? You see, the Lord put the spirit on his men to go out and tell. He even tell the men. He even tell the men that he chose. It's blood on your hands if you don't go out and preach my gospel.
Okay.
And we fear the Most High more than we fear men. So hey, if fire and brimstone got to come out on the highways and the byways, guess who's finna get burnt the hell up? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, of course. But you see how people respond to the word. Matter of fact, get a two-edged sword. What's that? Hebrews? Is it 4 and 12?
Yeah.
12 and 4. I'm gonna read this too. Right? It says he gives a list of illustrations to show that there is a reason for everything. For example, if the people go on a journey together, the reason is they have arranged it. If a lion roars, the reason is it has caught a prey. If a bird trap shuts, the reason is a bird is caught in it. If troops assemble for battle, the reason is the city fears an attack. Likewise, if the prophet speaks boldly, the reason is that the Most High has given him a warning to pass on to the people. They should therefore take notice. So, up to this point in Amos, the transgressors of Edom, the transgressors of Moab, the transgressors of the transgressors of those two. Now it's getting to Israel. Yeah, you fast forward to today. You found out you was an Israelite. The heathen finna get dealt with. The Lord is on my side. Most of them can't even get the name right, but whatever. You see? But the thing is, you thinking just because you found out you were Israelite that it's smooth sailing into the kingdom. The prophets are here to tell you that it's not. Okay? The Lord is in control of all this. That pride that all these other nations and Israel are showing is going to get shut down. And you can't say you wasn't warned. You got it.
Con. And the same thing was going on back then, during the time period that Amos was alive. Okay. So let's go to Hebrews chapter 4. Do I need to share my screen? Hold on.
I can take mine down if you want to do it.
Or I mean, I can just read it if that's cool. Or I can let me see if I can.
Where you at?
Hebrews 4 and 12.
All right.
I should. Yeah. Okay. This is Okay. This is Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12. It says, "For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart."
All right, let's get a couple words. Let's get the word for the word of the Most High. Let's see what we come up with this one. The word, right? Logos or logos. He might say it like that. Let's see what this fool got for us. Every time I think I got it, he messed me up.
Strong's G 3056. Logos.
You nigga.
There you go.
Whatever. All right. Of speech, a word uttered by a living voice and bodies of a conceptual idea, right? What someone has said, a word, the sayings of the Most High, decree, mandate, or order, right? The oracles of the Lord, right? The people of the Lord, of the moral precepts given by the Most High. Old Testament prophecy given to the prophets, right? The word of the Lord is sharper than a two-edged sword, right? You see that? Look at all this. Look at all this. What is declared? A thought, declaration, right? Aphorism, all right? A weighty saying, a proverb, right? A dictum, a maxim, all right? I'm pretty sure all those are synonyms for the same word, right? It says the act of speaking, speech, the faculty of speech, a skill of practicing speaking, right? Bringing it out, right? All right? A continuous speaking discourse, instruction. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Through the precepts, I get understanding, doctrine, teaching, anything reported in speech, a narrative, a narration. Who is the Bible about? What is the narrative of the Bible? It's all about the Israelites. Yahweh Shai coming in the volume of the book through Yahweh's order. That's what the Bible is out through and through. From Genesis to Revelation, Apocrypha included, in case somebody want to get crazy, right? Matter of the discussion. Think spoken of, things spoken of, right? An affair, right? Matter in dispute. What's the matter in dispute? Who is the Bible talking about? The Israelites, man. The Lord ain't here for no everybody, right? Case, sue that law. Things spoken of or talked about. Event, that's what I'm saying. Deed, talking about these prophecies constantly. On the highways and the byways, you get into the prophecies. When you're doing your sit-down lessons, you bring out more other type lessons, right? Is used as respect to the mind alone. Right? Look at that. That's what I'm saying. Come on. Look at all this. Let me see what this says at the bottom. In John denotes the essential word of the Most High. Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, right? The word was the power. The word was with the Most High. Yeah. Talk about the same thing. The personal wisdom and power in the union with the Most High, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. His minister in creation and government of the universe. The cause of all the world's life, both physical and ethical, which for the procurement of man's salvation put on human nature in the person of a Mashiach Yahweh Shai. The second person in the Godhead and all that, they, you know what I'm saying, they're going into that Trinity, you see,
Right.
has shown conspicuously from his words and deeds. Now, did you know all that came from looking up the word of the Most High is more powerful than a two-edged sword? Did that not say a mouthful? That's just the first word in the precept.
Yep.
Come on now. All right. Let's go back. That's what I'm saying. If that don't give you some understanding and boost your faith, you see?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get the Lord, Theos. Theos, whatever name. Right?
You gotta say it with some pomp.
Right? Spoken of the only true power refers to things of the Most High, his counsels, interests, things due to him, whatever can in any respect be likened unto the Most High or resemble him in any way. The Most High's representative or vice regent, right? Magistrates or judges. Yahweh Shai trickling on down to the elect. Right? The first fruits. All on one accord. All right. Let's go back. All right. Quick and powerful. And sharper than any two-edged sword.
And quick meaning alive, you know.
Let's get it.
Living, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's get it.
So, see that? To be
live,
alive.
Yep. Breathe among living, not lifeless, not dead. To enjoy real life, man. Yeah, going into the kingdom. To have true life and worthy of the name, active, blessed, endless in the kingdom of the Most High. Right? In the manner of living and acting of mortals or character, right? Living water, having vital power in itself and exerting the same upon the soul.
Mm-hmm.
Right? To be full of vigor, to be fresh, strong, efficient, active, powerful, efficacious, right? Sound like a pretty good gig. Yeah, sound like a pretty good gig.
Kind. Yep. And all those synonyms tie into the enthusiasm that Amos had when he was preaching these these messages from the Most High.
Right.
You know, all these
trickle down to us.
Kind. Yep. So
is there anything discerner? Yeah, let's get that. Let him say this one.
Strong's G 2924. Kritikas.
Right.
Kritikas.
Relating to judging, fit for judging, skilled in judging. Come on now. That's not
like critical.
Everybody's not giving that.
Kind.
Everybody's not giving that. That's why you see how fervent Amos was. You see, because he had something that they didn't get. You see, but he was giving. It was for their benefit that he was after. You see, same thing as it is today. Same thing as it is today. All right. Let's see. Verse 13. Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight, but all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, son of Yahweh, let us hold fast our profession. You see, and with that profession, as we grow in it, we're gonna be able to discern these spirits. You see, and that's just how that's just how it works. All right, let's go back to Amos. All right, you can go ahead and start reading.
Okay, Khan. This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "Hear this word that Yahweh hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up out of the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities."
That's what I'm saying. So what is the Lord saying right there? I chose you, my particular peculiar people. Deuteronomy 28, that applies to only one nation, man. That's what I'm not worried about what the heathen doing. I told you to stay away from them. I know what the heathen about. That's what I'm saying. Don't your parents always tell you in advance what's going to happen? You see? Now, you stay away from them down the street. Them boys ain't nothing but trouble. Watch them. Them little girls ain't nothing but trouble.
Okay.
You see? The Lord is only dealing with one nation, man. Get that in what's that? Psalms 147.
Okay.
Yeah, let's pull that real quick. We don't want to just say it. Let the Bible speak. You know? Oh man, you just saying that. Show me in the Bible. Nigga, quick to go there. Show me in the Bible. Okay, then when you show it to him, you know what I'm saying? It still ain't enough.
Okay.
What Bible you reading? Oh Lord.
What version?
Oh boy, like our Bible got a false bottom or something. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only difference between your Bible and our Bible is that we read it. And we believe in what we read, man. Our faith is boosted by the Bible. You're just trying to figure things out that you can shut down. You know? You can't. I would say you came to a faith fight. I would say you came to a faith fight without none. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me see here. All right, this is Psalms chapter 147 and verse 18. It says, He sendeth out his, verse 19. It says, He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Verse 20.
That's what I'm saying. What you supposed to do with that? Oh, that's the Old Testament. So it's what you mean? It's the Old Testament. It also said in the Old Testament that as long as the sun and the moon is in the sky, Israel's seed is on the planet.
Okay.
Look, it's still stuff in Genesis that haven't happened yet. So for you to just cut, that's what I'm saying. Keep on ripping pages out the Bible thinking it's going to benefit you. That's what I'm saying. The Lord getting on Israel. I'm going to get the heathen, but I'm going to get you too. I'm going to get you too. So why you telling me what Randy and Bernard did, like you wasn't with them? You know what I'm saying? You need to worry about this ass whooping you finna get. I'm not. Look, I ain't worried about them. The cops can have them for all I give a damn. Yeah, I done told my son that shit. I don't give a fuck about them niggas you was with. Let the cops have them. Where you get that shit from? Whatever, man. I almost had a flashback.
Okay.
Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 20, it says, He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh.
That's what I'm saying. We praise the Lord because we the only nation that the Lord is dealing with. You see? The Lord, I would say King David. I want to say that's King David's, one of his Psalms. If not Asaph, but you know what I'm saying? King David wrote the majority of the Psalms. You know, correct me if I'm wrong on the comment board. It's all about having the understanding and the truth at the end. You know, we working towards perfection. We ain't there yet.
Yeah, I don't know if it says. It doesn't specify.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know a possibility of who it could be. It was an Israelite. I tell you that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the point. God, that was it on that. Yeah. Stop sharing that. You want to go back to Amos? Okay, you back sharing your screen. So, all right. So this is back in Amos 3 and 2. It says, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth."
Let's get that word "known" real quick.
Yeah, die. That's it. Yep. Strong's H. What is that? H something. H3045. You die. To know. It's a very common verb. Many different implications. To know, to learn, to know, to perceive, and it says to perceive and see, to find out and discern, to discriminate or distinguish. See, we're peculiar people. We've been distinguished from the other nations. To know by experience, to recognize, admit, acknowledge. The Most High recognizes us and acknowledges us as his people, Well, at this point, we've been disowned, but we coming back in those good graces through Yahweh Shai, starting with the elect.
That's right.
It says to be acquainted with, to know a person carnally, to know how to be skillful in, to have knowledge, be wise, to be made known, to become known, to be revealed, to make oneself known, perceived, instructed. So yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because the Lord knows us through being joined unto us through the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? We're joined to Him. Also through the miracles and the wonders and the signs. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the world was made for our sakes. With us being the bride of the Heavenly Father, the Lord likens His love to us as the love for a man has for his woman.
right.
You see? And He gave us the world. You see? And it's known that it's in the story for us to be given the world, learn wickedness, have little righteousness sprinkled in order for us to be able to understand what to do forever and moving forward. You see, this is just a trial run. You see, a trial run leading to forever. All right, you got it.
Con. All right. This is back in Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. It says, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Can two walk together except they be agreed?" No. Just like how Ezra mentioned to the angel that pretty much we've been getting judged, for all of our iniquities, but these other nations, they still thriving. It's because the Most High holds us accountable, kind of like what the commentary that the elder read earlier. The Most High is going to hold us accountable, man, for our actions. Okay. And so it says in verse 3, can two walk together except they be agreed? Meaning what? Oh, well, actually, can we get that word agreed, Baba Kusha? Or I can pull it up. You got your screen on there. Okay, yeah. Let's get that actually. Because we agree, the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai agree. Oh, it's the same word. Oh, Ya'id, excuse me. It's a different word. Ya'id. Let's see. To fix, to appoint, to assemble, to designate. Oh, yeah, to betroth. Yep. Let me see here. It says to meet by appointment, to gather, to assemble by appointment, to cause to meet. Okay, so pretty much, for the cause of this truth, we've come together, man. The elect, the prophets of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
First fruits, baby.
Yep. We've
assembled by appointment. Come on, man.
Yep. We've been
appointed. Lord willing, we got an appointment on them chariots, man. Being gathered for an appointment. I mean, you can't. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all see why we get so excited? I mean, if you don't, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Oh man, having an understanding of this word means something, man. You got it, bro.
Continuing on in Amos 3 and 2, it says, Amos 3 and 3, can two walk together except they be agreed? Will a lion roar in the forest when he hath no prey? Will a young lion cry out of his den if he hath taken nothing? So pretty much, man, the reason why a lion roars and a young cub, roars, they have because they have conquered something. They got some prey or whatever the case is,
Right. It's not in vain.
Right. Exactly. In that commentary, did you read the whole commentary, Zaquan?
Con, you want me to read something else? You want me to read something again?
Well, I have it on my phone too.
Okay. I'm right here if you need me to read it. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna read this part where it talks about this verse right here in verse 4. It says, if a lion roars, the reason is because it has caught its prey. It says, if a bird trap shuts, the reason is a bird has been caught in it. It says the reason is a bird has been caught in it. If troops assemble for battle, the reason is the city fears for an attack. Likewise, if a prophet speaks boldly, the reason the Most High has given him a warning to pass the reason is because the Most High has given him a warning to pass on to the people. They should therefore take notice, right? So these three verses 4 through 7, that we're about to read, just keep what we just read in that commentary in mind, because pretty much the same reason why we always consistently going out on the highways and byways, why GMS is always putting up live lessons and shows and sit downs, is because we have to warn the people, man. Okay, just like the elder mentioned earlier in the lesson. Okay, so continuing on in verse 5, it says, "Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth where no gin is for him? Shall one take up a snare from the earth and have taken nothing at all?" So you're not going to take up a trap, a mouse trap, you know what I mean, that you just set the day before, if you didn't catch no mouse.
Right.
You're not going to throw your fishing hook in the water and wait for 2 minutes and not feel no type of tugs or nothing, and then just reel it in like you got a fish, right? So if the Most High put the word of if the Most High puts his words in the prophet's mouth, it's because they have a message from the Most High, man. Okay,
that's right.
It says in verse 6, "Shall a trumpet be blown in a city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hath not done it?" Again, these are all rhetorical questions, man. Okay, the reason why you're supposed to blow a trumpet is because there is a sign of an incoming army, or something to alert the people that needs to be published throughout the city so everybody can hear.
I was saying, notice that verse 7 is not a question.
Right. That's right. That's it. It says, verse 7, "Surely Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets to his servants, the prophets."
All right, let's get revealeth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gala. All right, to uncover, remove, depart, to go into exile. All right, uncover oneself, discover, show oneself, to reveal himself of the Most High. Right, to be uncovered, to be disclosed, to be discovered. Right, only through the scriptures. People think that they know the Lord, but you can only know him through the scriptures, and he got to be dealing with you. Right, to be revealed. All right, what else I see up here? To go into exile. Hey, the Lord, when the Lord dealing with you, you ain't dealing with nobody else at that time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The Lord will put you in exile, just like how the Lord did Paul with Yahweh Shai and Paul. They was in exile. He was building Paul up. He was spiritually in exile, right? Uncovered, disclosed, right? To uncover, general, to disclose, discover, lay bare, to make known, show, reveal, right? He revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets. And what do the prophets do with those secrets? They go out and they tell the people. Get it and scream it if you got to. You see? To be uncovered, to reveal oneself. All right?
I had 2 precepts, if you don't mind, as well, after you get the words.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So the first one I wanted to get, actually, I'm going to share my screen real quick so you can keep that on there. All right. So this one is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 7. It says, can you see my screen?
You can break them down.
Okay, kind. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 7. It says, "But we speak the wisdom of the Most High in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom." Okay, hidden wisdom, which the Most High hath ordained before the world unto our glory. Okay, so the world, the knowledge of this world is among those that dwell in the flesh, those that are wise in their own conceits, right? But the wisdom of the Most High is really a mystery, and I believe that word here, mystery, is mysterion, right? Something that's not revealed to regular ordinary individuals. Strong's G 3466, mysterion, and it says a mystery, a hidden thing, a secret thing. Let me see here. Generally, mysteries, religious secrets confided only to the initiated Who are the initiated? Those that have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, and not, it says, and not to ordinary mortals.
That's what I'm saying. So if it's not for ordinary mortals, and it's to those that are initiated, it can't be for everybody.
Right.
I don't say why you think we always outnumbered every time somebody come out. You know what I mean? You got certain camps that's bigger than others, but that's what I'm saying. For the majority, you got whatever state you in, it's y'all against the state.
For real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the whole state of Texas, if you add up all the camps, it's probably 40, 45 brothers, as big as Texas is.
Yep.
But Dallas, Houston, San Angelo, San Antonio, you know what I'm saying? You'll get through counting quick.
Yep.
So those are the initiated and not ordinary mortals. Those ordinary mortals are the ones that just pass by the camp. You know what I'm saying? The ones they just walking by, extras in the movie. Those ordinary mortals are those Israelites that think that just because they Israelites that they good. We read it in the commentary, and it's accurate according to the scriptures, and it's accurate according to today.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay. Yep. So going back to this precept here, it says, "But we speak the wisdom of the Most High in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom." I mean, we already got the definition of mystery, right? The hidden wisdom which the Most High ordained before the world unto our glory. Okay, so this is predestined for us to be able to get it, and predestined for the individuals who don't get it to this very day to not get it. Okay.
Hey, can you go back? Can you go back to that word mysterion? There was some more in there.
Okay, Khan.
Yeah, it was some more meat in there.
Yeah, it was definitely, Khan. You're right. Okay, this is back in the word mysterion. It says in definition B, a hidden or secret thing, not obvious. It says not obvious to the understanding.
Now, you always hear us talking about in the spirit. What's going on? What's being said in the spirit? In the spirit, this is what it is, right? It says a hidden purpose or counsel, secret will. That's what he revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets. You don't reveal secrets to everybody. It's even the precept where Yahushua, I want to say Yahushua mentioned it, that I no longer call you servants, I call you my friends.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you're not gonna tell the maid what's going on. The maid gonna have to get out the room when you reveal a secret to, you know what I'm saying? To the initiated. It's certain things I'm gonna talk to you about that I ain't gonna say in front of somebody else.
Okay.
Right? All right. Secret will. Scroll from here a little bit. Right? It says of the Most High, the secret counsels which govern the Most High in dealing with the righteous. Right? Which are hidden from ungodly, wicked men, but plain to the godly.
That's it.
What we gonna do with that?
See,
vocab. What we gonna do with that, vocab? What we gonna do with that, Gino? Yeah, what we gonna do with that, Gino? Somebody got to prophesy what's coming, and Gino's all over the place. He is all over the place, right? All right, we'll say mystic or hidden, rabbinic writings and denotes a mystic or hidden sense, right, of an Old Testament saying, of an image or foreseen in a vision, right? All the prophets saw the end of this thing, man.
Gone.
All the prophets saw this place burn.
Mm-hmm.
The prophecies concerning the Lord, the prophecies concerning the dry bones, the prophecies.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the prophets are here today, and they're seeing it more clearly than ever, man. We're in it. We're experiencing it. And for an individual to say or even think that the prophets aren't back on the scene today, then they got demons on them, man. The scriptures talk about Revelation the 14th chapter, man. Okay, how the 144,000 are going to be singing that new song in the last days. So what's that going into? You see, and that only the 144,000 are able to sing that song. Okay,
that's right.
That's going into us.
Look at the bottom in a dream, dreams and visions. You see, shout out to the big brother Amagwan Gabar. You know, he shared his dream with us about the MOTB. You see, More. That's what I'm saying. That was revealed to him. You see? Whether it was a dream or a vision, it was revealed to that brother. He shared it with the congregation, boosting our faith. You see? I don't believe the other congregations get that. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm saying. They don't record that.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
the
I'm saying?
interpretation of dreams too is
You
a
see?
gift.
There you go. You got it.
Kind. All right, so let's go back to that. Well, actually, I had a second precept, but let me read this verse again.
Kind.
This is 1 Corinthians 2:7. It says, "But we speak the wisdom of the Most High in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which the Most High ordained before the world unto our glory." Okay, the glory of the elect. Okay, but the Most High preserved this gift to only be received by the 144,000, man, so that it could be like the scriptures say in Second Ezra was 16. Then shall it be known who are my chosen, because based off of what we saw, we're gonna have that mental fortitude to continue to testify throughout whatever various obstacles may befall us, man. Whatever temptations or whatever the case is, just like how the 12 apostles testified unto death. They didn't stop. They didn't give up because they believed in what they saw. Same spirit is going to be on the elect, man. Okay. So the next scripture I had was Psalms 25 and verse 14. Real quick, it says, "The secret of Yahweh Shem Shai is with them that fear Him."
That's what I'm saying. That's plain. Everybody in Israel don't fear the Lord, man. That's why it's a 2/3, and you can identify them according to the scriptures. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
You see the men that fear the Lord, in season, out of season. You see, making sure the word is broken down directly and correctly, going into the history, going into other languages, studying, reading, following these instructions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's niggas that don't do that, that know they're Israelites, that got camps.
Yep.
It's plain. You tell him, nigga, I got eyes. You recorded it. The whole hell?
Yep.
Go ahead.
God.
Goodness
Yep.
gracious.
Damn. I think you got to add me back to the stream.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. The water. All right. This is back in Psalms chapter 25 verse 14. Again, it says, "The secret of Yahweh Shem Shai is with them that fear Him, and He will show them His covenant." You see that? So really, even though the covenant was given to the entire nation of Israel, the first covenant, I'll say, okay, the first covenant being the law, statutes, and commandments that was given to the Israelites in the wilderness and their children after them. Okay, we have pretty much been disowned from Yahweh Shem Shai, and we're seeing in Amos when we finish this verse, we're going to go back to Amos 3 and kind of see that process of us falling away from that grace that was given to Israel to dwell in the land, right? Because the result of the Assyrians going to war with the northern kingdom or the Israel, the nation of Israel, was them being removed from that land. So it says, and He will show them His covenant. So those that fear Yahweh Shem Yahshua are the only ones that are really going to see that covenant, man. And that second covenant, which is Yahweh Shai, is what we're focusing on now. And that's what the elect have always been focusing on. When is going to be the return of the Lord? How can I serve Yahweh Shem Yahshua? How can I please Him? Whereas a majority of our people, they don't focus on those things, right?
Right.
So let's go back to Amos chapter 3. And now that we got that understanding, I'll read verse 7 again. Amos 3 and 7. "Surely the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai will do nothing, but He revealeth His secrets unto His servants, the prophets." It says, "The lion hath roared, who will not fear? Yahweh, the Most High, has spoken, who can but prophesy?" You see? So at the end of the day, matter of fact, I do have another precept, but at the end of the day, man, when the Lord speaks to his prophets, speaking to the prophets, we have to reiterate what he said, man. It's just it's the way that the Most High set it up. Just
Right.
there's no way that we can keep it in. And I had a precept, just real quick, if you don't mind, Zaquan, just to back that up. Let me see, where is it? Is in let me just pull it up real quick. In Jeremiah 20. This is Jeremiah chapter 20, and I'll just jump straight to the point. In verse 9, it says, "Then I said," this is Jeremiah speaking, "Then I said, I will not make mention of him," talking about the Most High, because he was getting persecuted for preaching the Lord. It says, "Nor speak any more in his name. But his word, the Most High's word, was in mine heart as a burning fire shut up in my bones." See that? So even if we say, "Oh no, we're not gonna," we're not gonna, I don't want to get persecuted, because that's something that stops people who aren't of the 144, who may not be of the 144,000. Okay, that stops a lot of those people that may hear the word, but they get scared that, oh, what if my boss sees me, or what if my family member sees me, then they'll disown me, right? And so it prevents them from wanting to go out and listen or go out and speak, okay, after they learn this word. But with us, we don't care. We can't contain it, right? It says, "But his word was in my heart as a burning fire shut up in my bones." It says, "And I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay." So as much as we would even hypothetically try to withhold this word within us, we can't, okay? Because it's always going to be wickedness that we're seeing, and we're going to constantly judge it, and we got to bring it out, man. That's just the way that the Most High configured our brains, okay? That's that being transformed by the renewing of our mind, because before we would see those things and we, oh, well, that's just how the world is. Nah, man. We get burned up.
Yeah, all that wickedness, man. You can't. All that wickedness is prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it would be this bad, and the things that we was gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Talk about everything from stank coochie to ball hair to missiles flying.
That's right.
We see all that.
Okay.
Yeah. We see all that. Stank coochie. Yeah. It talked about it was gonna be like that in the future. Bad builtness, bald headed. You know what I'm saying? It talked about effeminate men being out of control, changing of kind. We see all that. Okay. How are those things made possible? Through his technology. Hell, how we get on here? Through the unicorn horn talked about in Psalms. And when we see these prophecies, it boosts us up. Let us know that the Lord got us. Everything that he said was gonna happen is happening. All we gotta do is teach, wait, not be hoe ass niggas.
Okay.
You see? Okay. But when everybody else read the Bible, they don't respond like that because it wasn't mixed with faith. We see it. Amos wasn't cussing out. I will say Amos wasn't cussing them out for nothing.
Go ahead. Yep. All right. This is back in Amos chapter 3 and verse 9. Now it says, "Published in the palaces at Ashdod and in the palaces in the land of Egypt." And we have that map. Of course, we know where Egypt is. Hold on, let me find this map real quick.
Yeah, publish. Make it public. Bring it out.
Right.
Yeah. That's what's happening.
Yep. Damn, is Ashdod on this map? Hold on. I don't know if it is or not, but if we know that Ashdod was a city in Israel. We'll just say it like that and leave it at that. Okay, but we also know that where Egypt was, right, which was west of the land of Israel. So pretty much, let me go back to reading it again. It says, "Publish in the palaces at Ashdod and in the palaces in the land of Egypt, and say, assemble yourselves upon the mountains of Samaria." Okay, now I can use my map there. Okay, you can see that Samaria, I don't know if you brothers can see like the mountainous region here. You can see there's multiple mountains. You got Mount Gilboa, Mount Ebal, Mount Gerizim, okay, Mount Tabor. A lot of these mountains higher up elevation, 3,000 feet, 2,800 feet. Okay, So it pretty much saying, Mount Carmel over here on the top left. Okay, so pretty much envision a commandment to say, look, everybody needs to look down from the mountains and see all of these. Well, I'm gonna read it. It says, and behold, the great tumults in the midst thereof, the great tumults in the palaces of Ashdod and the land of Egypt, and these various far and wide, all of these nations that were mentioned before in chapters 1 and 2. Okay, look down from these mountains and look and see all the great tumults that are going to come upon these places. Okay, it says, and the oppressed in the midst thereof. People are going to be oppressed. Well, let's get that word oppressed real quick in the Hebrew. Let me see here. Okay, and the oppressed. That word is Strong's H6217. It says Aisha Wakwam, Aisha Wakwayam, something like that. Yeah, Aisha Wakwayam. It says, right. All right, oppression, oppressed. Let me see. Extort. Well, there's not very many. Okay, here we go. Oppressions, injuries. Let's get the root word real quick. Aishak. Okay, Aishak. It says oppression, to press upon, violate, defraud, to do violence, to get deceitfully, wrong, extort. All right, so people are going to be getting done in badly, man. Like, brothers post some certain videos of judgment in the chat, or you'll even see it on World Star. People getting hit by ATVs and
shot all upside the head.
You know what I mean? Knocked out, elbowed. Women getting elbowed. Getting knocked out. You know what I mean? Getting ran over and then walking home.
Right. Oh, you also seeing a whole lot of judgment for men that won't mind their damn business, man. Yep. Goodness gracious. This hero complex y'all got, boy. Y'all out there taking L's.
Getting their head stomped in, getting arms cut off.
Man.
Okay.
you can't stop the judgment of the Lord. The Lord set that situation up so you could get judged. You think the Lord don't know you nosy? Come on, man.
Yep.
What's that? Is it I want to say, matter of fact, let me pull something real quick.
Okay,
just to put that vibration out there, man. Mind your business, man. Meddle not in another man's affairs. That's what I say. That's biblical. That's what I'm saying. Y'all done heard me say, at this point, I can walk by a motherfucker that's on fire and not bat an eye. You know why? Why are you on fire and you all by yourself? You're probably getting judged. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. I'm on my way to the crib. And that's what I'm saying. Who's to say that the water I pour on you get me judged? Mind your business, man. Goodness gracious, man. Boy, say. Okay, here we go. This is Proverbs 26 and 17. It said, he that passeth by and meddleth with strife belonging not to him is like one that take a dog by the ears, right? You grab a dog by the ears the wrong way, you got a whole set of problems to deal with. Because that's a stupid thing to do, to grab a dog by his ears like you want Plex.
God.
Mind your business. It's a spiritual thing to mind your business, man. The Lord look out for men that mind their business. Go ahead,
Kanye, I had one, Sirach 11 and 10. Let me see here. I'll just read it. It says, my son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. So if you got your hands in everybody's business, man, you're a busybody. Scriptures talk about being a busybody, man, or a talebearer, gossiping all over the place, man. That's going to cause judgment upon you. Okay. So like the elder said, man, there's going to be a lot of situations you're not going to be able to. Did Lot turn around and try to save his wife after she stopped and looked? No, he hightailed it up out of there, man. And that was his wife. Okay. So if we, you know what? Matter of fact, that's the spirit. Let me pull this. It kind of transitions back into what we were reading earlier. Let's get this one in 1 Peter. Okay. This is 1 Peter chapter 4. in 17. It says, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua?" You see? So if that judgment, if that spirit of judgment is going to be passing over those that are preaching the word, those that are in the forefront of Israel, that are leaders in Israel, okay, and certain people are found out to be wolves in sheep's clothing, wolves in sheep's clothing, and they get judged. Well, what's going to happen to those that are disobedient, those that do not adhere to the words of those true shepherds of the Lord? They're going to get done in as well. Okay, verse 14. "And if the righteous scarcely be saved," scarcely, you see that? Scarcely, man. We don't have time to be, involving ourselves and trying to get tied up in our family being saved. All of our aunties and uncles, wicked, second cousins that we got, they ain't all gonna make it, man. Okay. It says, "Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" The scriptures say that a couple, one of a city, or two of a city, one of a household, roughly paraphrasing, going to be saved. The two people plowing in the field, one going to be saved and one going to be left for dead. You see that? So that's the spirit we got to stay in, man. Okay, especially with what we're reading here in Amos 3.
Check this out. This is Proverbs 6:16. It says, "These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him." And when you skip down to verse 19, it says, "A false witness that speaketh lies." 18. When you jump down to 18, it says, "A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief." Mind your business.
God.
And then you see old dude laid up in the hospital bed all lumped up talking about, "Yeah, I'll do it again." Next time you're gonna get killed.
Right. If the
Next
Lord
time
even
you're gonna get smoked. Talk about the pride on this. Look at the pride on this dude. I'm talking about you in the hospital bed jacked up for not minding your business, and you said you're gonna keep on doing it. Hey, what you supposed to do with that? Because he got beat up pretty bad, man. It was a lesson that should have been learned. But to have the pride to say you will do it again, hey man, you tempting the Lord, bro. You got it.
God.
They got you stuck. All right. I'll pull mine up there. All right. Get back to Amos. All right. Check to see if the brother back yet. No, he ain't no good. Yeah, hard head make a soft ass. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this comment board. Y'all been doing a great job, man. The water. All right, let's get all right. Virgin Island Straight Gate, right? 1 Thessalonians 5:9. "For the Most High had not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Hamashiach Yahushai." Period, point blank, man. You see, we get it, right?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, Salakia.
It's all good.
Did you read verse 10, or you want me to read verse 10?
No. I read a comment off the comment board while you was getting it together. So can you see my screen?
I can. Okay. This is Amos 3:10. It says, "For they know not to do right, said Yahweh Shah, who store up violence and robbery in their palaces." And see, that's just like now, like Jake be wondering why I gotta pay all these taxes to Esau, and why I gotta get a permit to drive. The reason why we complain about a lot of this stuff that's going on is because us as a nation, man, we put ourselves in this position. We put ourselves in a position of making ourselves subject to slavery. We used to have all of these things that Jake want to sell their soul for now. Okay.
Right.
And still not even have it in its fullness. Okay. But it says in verse 11, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, your power, an adversary there shall be, even round about the land. And he shall bring down thy strength from thee, and thy palaces shall be spoiled.
That's what
Again,
I'm
we
saying.
had
That's what we telling these other groups. Y'all putting way too much energy in staying here, to the point to where you willing to twist up the scriptures, and your palace is about to be stricken, man. That's what I'm saying. It's in 2nd Ezra 16, it's okay to have a palace. Just don't think it's gonna last forever. That's not a hard message to attain, unless it's not written for you to attain it. You see? You got it.
Con. All right. Continuing on to verse 12. Excuse me. Verse 12, it says, thus saith Yahweh, as the shepherd taketh out of the mouth of the lion the two legs, or a piece of an ear, so shall the children of Israel be taken out that dwell in Samaria, in the corner of a bed, and in Damascus in a couch. So take, for example, we know that shepherds, we know that Amos himself was a shepherd. He was one of the among the herdmen in Tekoa, right? And so as a shepherd, you have to, of course, protect your sheep. But during this time, because there's not really any lions in Israel now, but during this time, back then there were lions. Of course, we read about Samson, pretty much slaying that lion. David had to deliver sheep from a lion, and also he wrestled a bear, right? So there were lions in those times, and sometimes the shepherd would get there too late to only find a piece of the lamb. The lamb already done got devoured. Mission failed, right? And to where only two legs of the lamb was left, of the original lamb, or a tiny little piece of the little pig ears you get from the grocery store for your dog. The whole lamb devoured. The tiny little piece of the ear is left over. That's how it was going to be with Israel, man. When the Most High let the Assyrians let loose on this place, man, let loose on Israel. I'll say back then, but even the modern day Assyrians, okay, because the Babylonians were an extension of the Assyrian Empire, okay,
and the Assyrians were known for their military might and torturing people.
Okay.
Yep. You got it.
God. Yep. And so it says, so in the middle of verse 12, so shall the children of Israel be taken out that dwell in Samaria, in the corner of a bed, and in Damascus in a couch. And basically those two phrases there, in the corner of a bed and in a couch, basically in their comfort, right? Like for us, for example, right now, we in our homes and our apartments, we're in the corner of our bed right now. We're in a couch in comfort and perceived stability. Like these women, they're in the corner of their bed right now. They're in their couch. The majority of them not looking forward to what's to come.
It was just like it said in the commentary, man. You think just because you an Israelite, you good.
Right.
You see? I'm an Israelite. I'm good. 2/3 of Israel ain't good.
That's right.
Go ahead.
God. Yeah, and just like what happened in 2 Kings, chapter 16 and chapters 9 and chapter 17, pretty much where the northern kingdom was taken away from their land inheritance. We were, led away captive. That's what happened, man. Okay, and we were picked out of the, women were yanked by their hair, out their houses, by whole entire armies. And now you hear us say what's going to happen in America, okay, with these various different martial law plans, okay, also UN troops, okay, foreign administration coming in and taking over the cities dwell without walls, the cities that dwell without walls, man. That's going to come to America, man. Okay. Can we continue on about Kushai and Amos?
God.
I can read it if you need me to.
All right, I got it.
Okay.
Uh-oh. There we go.
All right, this is back in Amos chapter 3 and verse 13. It says, "Hear ye and testify in the house of Jacob, said the Lord Yahweh, the power of hosts." And
That's what we doing. That's what we doing, man. That's exactly what we doing. And that's the thing. It's a cop out. It's a cop out to say that the Old Testament is done away with, or we ain't got to do this, or we ain't got to do that. And, hey, if that's your lot to rip out pages, that's what you're gonna do. You see, but you're gonna be judged for it, and we'll be judged for it if we don't do that. We don't say nothing about it. So you ain't finna get me killed. So yeah, if you're gonna get mad cause you think we hating and all, look, I fear the Most High. Period, point blank. So when you doing something that ain't scriptural with a Bible and fringes, guess what? Guess what? You're gonna be told about it. You can either hearken or you can fuck off. Cool either way. Cool either way. Go ahead. Let me pull it back up.
All right, continuing on, verse 14, it says that in the day that I shall visit the transgressions of Israel upon him, I will also visit the altars of Bethel, and the horns of the altar shall be cut off and fall to the ground. In the altars of Bethel, there were altars to other gods that were set up in this, the city of Bethel, which was located in Samaria. And pretty much that whole Israel worshiping other gods in their own land was done away with when they were taken out of their land. Okay, these previous kings prior to Amos that were that reigned over the northern kingdom, you know, those altars that they set up, they were no longer in use after they were taken out of after the Israelites themselves were taken out of that land. Okay, it says in verse 15, "And I will smite the winter house with the summer house." All the prosperity of, you know, partying and BS that's going on today is going to be cut off in these days to come. It was cut off back then, man. We're using these prophecies to mirror what's going to happen in the future as well. Okay, this says the summer house is going to be cut off. It says, "And the houses of ivory shall perish." And ivory is like a precious. It's basically like a symbol of riches, if you will. You know, it's something that's hard to obtain. It says, "And the houses of ivory shall perish, and the great houses shall have an end," saith Yahweh. See, there was mansions and big, huge, you know, palaces and stuff like that back then in the ancient world too, man. Okay, and what happened to them? They ended up being desolate when the Lord removed the people that built those houses out of that land. You see?
Come on. You got anything else?
Shoot, I mean, that's pretty much that's chapter 3 right there.
All right. Oh, okay, we done gone for over an hour, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, hey, Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakahak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim teaching about the Mayan Wa'amat. That's the sincerity and truth. Shalom.
Shalom.